It's not a hidden thing that Tencent, the Chinese tech giant that is behind WeChat and some blockbuster video games, is an entirely aggressive investor. Even in 2020, during the pandemic and the economic activity in many parts of the world was affected and slowed down, Tencent was charging ahead like a bull with its ambitions and investments. In today's video, we'll be talking about China's #1 tech giant, which is Tencent, its diversification, and things you need to know about it. Tencent is the world's largest vendor of video games and a financially valuable company. Amongst social media, investment, and venture capital, it is one of the largest corporations. Tencent services include mobile games, social networks, web portals, music, internet services, e-commerce, smartphones, payment systems, and multiplayer online games. Their company offering in China include the instant messengers WeChat and Tencent QQ, and one of the biggest web portals, QQ.com. Tencent also owns the bulk of Global's music services known as Tencent Music Entertainment, which has over 700 million active users and more than 120 million paying subscribers. The company was founded in 1998 in Shenzhen, China, and got listed in June 2004 on the main board of the Stock Exchange of Hong Kong. Tencent incorporates social responsibility into its products and services. They also promote cultural vitality and technology innovation. They help industries to upgrade digitally while collaborating for the preservable and sustainable development of society. In 2018, Tencent exceeded a market value of $500 billion, making it the first ever Asian technology company to cross that valuation mark. And since then, Tencent has emerged as the most valuable publicly traded company, not just in China alone, but it is also among the world's top technology companies by market value. In China, Tencent is thought of and considered as much more than just a Chinese company. It is of great reputation as a family-friendly establishment that connects friends, families, and work colleagues in this digital age. Basically, it can reach an audience of almost everyone. The symbol of Tencent's iconic messaging platform QQ is the penguins. The messaging platform was launched in 1999, 5 years before the launch of Facebook. According to Carrie Allen, BBC's China media analyst, the cute penguin symbol of Tencent is well known to Chinese kids as the Golden Arches logo is to kids in the West. Global expansion of Tencent. Tencent has stakes in more than 600 companies, and it is credited by the Boston Consulting Group and Fast Company as one of the world's most innovative companies in history. Even though WeChat's primary and capital user base is in China, there are an estimated 100 to 200 million people outside the country using Tencent's messaging services. Among these estimated numbers are millions of Chinese diaspora members in countries like Australia, Canada, and the United States. But there is also a wider expansion in most parts of Asia. Malaysia is, according to reports and other information, home to 20 million users of WeChat, out of a population of 31 million people. WeChat was the second most downloaded application in Mongolia in 2017. An estimated 17% of the population in Thailand has a WeChat account. The number of retailers in Japan that accept using WePay, especially when serving Chinese tourists, has increased last year by 35-fold. Tencent bought a $150 million stake in the news aggregator Reddit recently, and according to Taiwanese officials, Tencent is currently eyeing an entryway into the online video market in Taiwan. Tencent's billion-user-strong WeChat messaging app sits at the center of China's booming internet economy, but the company is largely unknown to Westerners outside of financial circles or technology. According to what the president of digital strategy consultant Virtusa, Raj Rajgopal, said, Tencent's worldwide expansion strategy for a while now has comprised of making it less difficult for Chinese tourists to use its services when traveling out of the country, instead of creating localized versions of its apps for audiences that are not Chinese. The widespread administration and acceptance of Tencent's WeChat app comes from the fact that it merges all media, e-commerce, social networking, gaming, messaging features in just a place that several thousands of Chinese consumers use on their smartphones from daylight to night. WeChat. Like Alphabet, Google's parent company, Tencent has a wide and comprehensive portfolio of interests, although arguably it remains best known for its messaging services. Weixin is a Chinese-called version of WeChat in China and is often compared to WhatsApp. If you've been wondering how it works, WeChat is very similar to an operating system. Just like you have different apps for different tasks, it is used to settle bills, order food, transport, and even run small businesses. Nobody knows how profitable WeChat is on its own, but one thing we can say for certain is that Tencent as a whole is thriving. It is clear to us all that Tencent definitely makes a lot of money through gaming, as it is one of the biggest and largest publishers of video games worldwide. It has a high percentage in its two most popular and best-selling Battle Royale-style games, which are PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG, and Fortnite. For those of you who don't know this, Tencent owns 40% stake in Fortnite station Epic Games, and even has a license to popular video game PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUBG. Although they have repeatedly failed in their own attempt to get the game approved for distribution in China. To add to their already impressive portfolio, they also own the entire League of Legends studio, Riot Games. In October 2015, PC Gamer published a list of 16 game firms outside of China that Tencent had publicly invested in, and it included Ubisoft and Discord. Tencent has made a large number of investments that are worldwide in e-commerce, gaming, and payment establishments outside of China. One of its biggest, that is, if it's not the biggest, business actions in Europe has been to come into possession of the majority of the control and command of Supercell, a Finnish mobile games site, in 2016 in a deal of $8.6 billion. Through last year, according to the Chinese startup database Ituzy, Tencent participated in over 170 funding rounds, which adds up to a total amount of 249.5 million yuan. That is $38 million in US dollars, making 2020 the most active year to date for its investment team. In the last decade, this team has been delivering superior results. B2B interest. As the company's total investment strategy has remained consistent, with a diversifying portfolio with a constant focus on digital entertainment, it has subtly stepped up its game and made more efforts in areas outside its main gaming arena. As an example, Tencent has given more attention to enterprise services since it announced a B2B pivot in 2018, putting extra efforts and focus on fintech, cloud computing, and its likes. The handful of investments made in enterprise software went from 5 in 2015 to 28 in 2020. This is according to data from Ituzy. As it focuses on fintech, Tencent has backed up 15 to 18 fintech startups between 2019 and 2020. A big difference compared to 2015 when it had only 4. This incremental rise shows and reflects the firm's increased interest in an area that is largely lucrative, but this also comes with many constraints. Music and movies. Tencent also invests in films and Western music. Expanding its reach to music and movies, Tencent has just recently completed a deal that it will own a 10% stake in Universal Music. The iconic label consists of music legends like Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, and Drake. In addition, Tencent already has its own music division, Tencent Music Entertainment, or TMB. This is a step in the right direction if they hope to expand their reach deeply into the music world. And in 2017, a share swap saw to it that it took a 7.5% stake in streaming giant Spotify, in which Spotify got 9.5% of TME in return, as reported by TechCrunch at the time. Tencent Pictures, its film and production arm, has overseen quite a number of Hollywood movies, some of which include Terminator Dark Fate 2019, Wonder Woman 2017, and the upcoming Top Gun sequel, Top Gun Maverick, scheduled for release in 2021. In 2017, Tencent Video Blue Planet 2, a blockbuster nature documentary video jointly produced with the BBC, has reached over 220 million viewers nationwide and worldwide since its first broadcast. And there is a small matter of the yet unconfirmed fact that the Chinese giant Tencent owns 5% of the United States electric car firm Tesla. Presently, around 1/4 of Tencent's revenue comes from its business services and fintech. Approximately 1/5 of the revenue comes from the social network-driven entertainment, like WeChat Reader, Tencent Video, and the last 1/5 comes from advertisement. Tencent is for certain more wide-ranging than other tech giants like Facebook. This allows the avoidance of relying on one business in the face of a geopolitical crisis or amidst an economic slowdown. Subscribe to our channel today, and don't forget to like this video and turn on the notification button to get more information from us. Thanks for watching.